Well, hello and welcome back to another video on the rest of the debate and to Survivor Series 2023 out of 10. And yeah, it's a bit of a quiet show, wasn't it? Not much happened. We also got quite a big return on there. I think R-Truth appeared or something like that. But yeah, except for that, not much went on in the show. Let's get straight into it, and we start things off with the Women's War Games match. Bayley faced Greasy for her recent losses and questions about her new role in damage control, but gave herself the team in War Games. Unfortunately for her, it's not enough as she found herself driven through a table and beaten as the opposition scored an emotionally charged victory in the show. Charlotte, Becky, Bianca and Shotzi getting the win in a hard-hitting match that many expected, with some quality spots and nasty bumps to escalate the stakes. Bayley repeatedly saved the match for her team, breaking out pins and going the distance, as the first competitor on the heel said. Ultimately, she was battered and beaten down enough that Belair could take her down with a KOD, and Lynch with a Urinagi through the table for the win. This was an appropriate feud closer, with a finish that should prop damage control story going forward, presumably to the point where her teammates excommunicate Bayley from the group she founded and set up a babyface turn for the once beloved underdog in the process. So yeah, this worked really nicely for me. It gets 7 out of 10 from me. I thought, yeah, it was really good stuff. Some of the spots were absolutely insane from the top of the cage, etc., etc. But I just feel like damage control, even with the breakup story angle coming, they should have won to really establish the champ, Kyrie, etc., etc., returning. So yeah, I wasn't sure about that, but the rest of it was really great. The IC title was then online as The Miz battled Gunther, and Gunther will never underestimate The Miz again after this grueling match. Luckily, despite his early hoovery, the ring general found himself in a fight against a scrappy, resilient veteran, enduring a low blow and nearly dropping the match with a skull-crushing finale. Ultimately, Gunther overcome the tenacity of the challenger and tapped him out with a half Boston Crab while digging his knee into the back. The Miz's toughness on display here as he absorbs everything thrown at him and still musters enough to nearly become the champ on more than one occasion. The fans were here for him and wanted to see him win the title. Who will eventually defend the title? Who knows? But yeah, as long as Gunther snuffs out there high, I hope gives them quality matches. Just keep it going, because at the moment there is not many better than him on the planet, and this is another really good example. Really enjoyed this, 7 out of 10. Before it's time for Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar. Escobar's riding a wave of momentum following his betrayal of Rey Mysterio, and he built on it with a hard-fought victory on Dragon Lee. This match was excellent from the time it was given, with each man showcasing their talent as two potential faces of WWE. At one point, Lee looked to have Escobar beaten with a 6-out powerbomb, but the fallen face of Legado del Fantasma kicked out at 2. Moments later, he delivered a destroyer and added the Phantom Driver for the win. This may have been the first showdown on the main roster between these two, but it certainly won't be the last. If they continue trending upwards, they're going to have multiple memorable clashes in the coming years on the main roster, because yeah, this was an absolute classic. But Escobar getting the win, can't complain. Dragon Lee comes across as a really resilient babyface. He's had a brilliant start to his main roster run, so I thought just for everyone here, this worked really well. Before it's time for Zoe Stark versus Rhea Ripley, and like Gunther in the night, Ripley overconfidence met with the challenger's during competitor, looked to dethrone her. Zoe Stark rose to the occasion and gave the Eradicator everything she could handle. Starks was great, matching Ripley's physical intensity and giving her the fight that fans were only of elevate in her and eyes. The title holder ultimately captured the Z360 and delivered the Riptide for the win, continuing the best year of her career in a reign that has been utterly dominant. Now Triple H and the rest of the creative team will hopefully build up Stark for another opportunity, unless it was merely to put Rhea over strong, which I hopefully it won't be, because yeah, I think she's shown here what she can really do. But Ripley, yeah, you never really thought she would have the title taken off her, but I thought under circumstances it was an impressive showing by both women. Before it's time for the men's War Games match, and pro wrestling when done right is the best, and this match was certainly done right. The Judgment Day and Drew McIntyre were in a dominant position late in the match when Randy Orton made his way to the ring to a roaring crowd. From there, the babyfaces fought their way back in the match, each delivering a signature offense before the American Nightmare planted Damian Priest through a crossroads for the win. The victorious babyfaces stood tall and greeted their win in a celebratory pop. The copyright logo then appeared on screen, but then Cult of Personality played over the PA system, and CM Punk walked back to WWE TV for the first time in nearly a decade. The images of Chicago fans giddily jumping up and down, chanting his name and embracing him was the perfect out for the show. This did not target anyone or get physically involved, that made for an extraordinary cliffhanger to close the show. A fantastic match of the year candidate main event, and an unforgettable return for Punk made this as buzzworthy and fan-serving finale as there's been in recent memory. And yeah, there's not much more to be said. Just absolutely incredible, brilliant match. I was just about to turn the stream off, and then suddenly it hit. And yeah, I ordered these streams. I'm not not going to say I didn't, because I absolutely did. An absolutely incredible moment that no wrestling fan is going to forget for a long time. Just absolutely remarkable. What a moment, and yeah, that's going to be remembered for a long, long time. Overall, Survivor Series gets a 7 out of 10 from me. I thought, yeah, up until the main event, the card was pretty solid without being really unspectacular. But then the main event, really leapt it up to another level, really. Yeah, an incredible match, and that return, just an absolutely unbelievable moment. CM Punk back in WWE, still can't believe it, just absolutely unbelievable. But anyway, guys, that's the video. Thanks so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Those are daily wrestling news and subscribe to the channel, greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.